Live. I think it worked.
It's
Yes.
alive.
I think it's worked. Hello, everyone. Huge apologies. It's completely my fault. I messed up on the times. In my head, I thought it was 4 p.m., but that's for you, isn't it, Pauline?
Yes, it
Yeah, for
is.
you, not for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, panic over. It's all fine. I've just literally run outside and cut some things from my garden, and I rushed in, got all of my materials together. So I'm gonna be. This is like flying by the seat of my pants sketching today. Are you a bit calmer, Pauline? Is this like? Are you a bit like? Oh, I'm quite prepared.
I'm okay. I just want. I'm sorry if I'm sort of half out of the video because I was trying to get the live also up on my computer screen, but that's not
Yeah.
working. So hopefully I can
Okay.
get it to work later on. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna try and do that. Actually, let me just do that as well.
yeah, because then I get to see your work as well while I'm working, which is
Yeah.
nice.
True. And we
Um,
get to see the questions and stuff, and people are
yeah, yeah.
things.
I'll
But
try it again.
yeah, I find it takes a little bit of time sometimes for it to just kick in on my
Oh, here
desktop.
it is. Yes, here it is.
Oh, is it
And now I have
working?
to turn
Good.
off the sound. Yes. And now it's
Hey.
going. Yeah, I think now we're okay.
Oh, yeah, I can do the same. Brilliant. Okay, right. Let's do that. And then we'll do a little intro. And then, yeah, I'm going to turn the sound off. Otherwise, it's going to be upset. There we go. I think it's all good. Okay. Right. Yes, there we go. I think
Yeah.
we're all sorted. Hello.
Okay, relax. Have a
Drop
nice
the
breath.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Breathe. It's all fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is like I suppose we're both doing spring theme, aren't we, at the moment in our respective places. So if anyone doesn't know me, I'm Emma Carpendale. I run the Creative Flock, which is like a slow seasonal space for coming together, sketching with kind of, I say calm. I mean, I don't feel very calm. I'm normally this frantic. Um, and this is like our spring theme for me anyway. It's very much spring theme, trying to keep in the seasons, and leaning into that for like my creativity and my energy. And Pauline, we have collaborated before, but did you want to say a little bit about
Yes.
who you are and what you do if people don't know?
Okay, so my name is Pauline. I'm from the Netherlands. So my native language is Dutch. So if I sometimes I'm looking for words or sort of stumbling, mumbling, I don't know. That's because this is not my native language. I try. I do my best. I host the Creative Cocoon Art Club, and it is actually quite similar to Emma's, in which we paint and draw according to the seasons, and but it's a monthly theme. So my theme this month is pollination, and yeah, we've looked at some really nice butterflies and bumblebees and all these things. So for today, I asked Emma to join me for a spring color hunt because I think, yeah, the colors in spring are so great, and we were both we we're going to go outside to sort of take a walk, a relaxed walk around the block or something, or in our park. But then Emma found out that it was an hour early, so you were quite quick. But you got quite a lot, I saw.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I went on a walk today and I thought, oh, I can pick some bits and pieces as I walked, but it's raining
It's
here.
raining here too, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the best day for going out and like, picking flowers and sketching outdoors. But I just went into my garden and got some bits and pieces. So I can share that in a moment. But what I wanted to say is that if anyone wanted to say where they're from in the chat or join in or ask questions, you're very welcome to. I can see the chat now, I
I
think.
can
So,
too, yeah.
yeah, so what I'll just share what I have got, and then we can kind of like switch our screen so that we
Yeah.
can show our desks. So without me dropping things, I did foolishly pick a dandelion, which is now almost fallen apart.
Oh, I love dandelions.
I'm
Those-
slightly obsessed with them at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. it's a bit of an obsession. So I'm going to pop that down really gently and try not to let it all fall apart. But I've also got these, which I believe are
And
cornflowers.
flowers,
My
yes.
husband is just he's just nodding his head. The
Yes, cornflowers.
my husband slash the gardener. Cornflowers and the tops of what have I got here? I have I have got Lily the Valley. Yes, he's indeed nodding. Lily, which
Be
smells
careful though, because
so
they're very
good.
toxic. So
Okay.
you should wash your hands, actually. Sorry.
My husband's just going, yes, yes, they are. That's okay. I'll try not to get really sick on camera because that would be
Yeah.
awful.
Just don't put your fingers in your mouth, then you're good. Yeah.
Try not
Then
to.
you're good.
And then I've got some, these were, I've spotted these this week, chives. Uh,
Yes. Mine are almost open. They're so good to eat. The
very good.
flowers as well.
And
In
just a few
salad.
oh, yes. Oh, do you know what? I've not eaten the flowers, so we'll
Oh
have to
yes,
talk
please
about
do. They're lovely.
okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. And then just a few other little bits of greenery, but that's the main thing. So what did you pick?
Okay, so I also went outside for just a tiny bit when I went on the school run to get my kid from school, and I just picked some stuff from. I have like the tiniest strip of garden in front of my front door because I live on the first floor, or at least we call it the first floor. Might be the second in other people's countries. Some people call it ground floor and first floor, or first floor and second floor, but at least I'm one level up basically.
Yeah, you're higher up.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And so I picked them from my tiny garden downstairs and from some things on the roof terrace. So I put them in a vase to
No.
be put to to make sure they won't droop and wilt, which they are already doing tiny bit. So I got some geraniums, which are a very lovely purple color. In my country, they're called stork's beak uh,
Oh,
geraniums. I don't know what they're called in in English. This is a Californian poppy.
oh, I love the poppies. Yeah, we've got quite a few of those poppies.
Yeah. And
Well,
somehow one of them was yellow, which is weird. So I thought that's a nice one.
yeah.
And I have aquilegia, which I think
Right.
are very beautiful.
Yeah.
Little bonnets, um, which some of them are actually called blah 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 bonnets. So apparently, lots of
Right.
people think they do look like bonnets. And this one it's called a day cuckoo flower in Dutch. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but we have two kinds. One which is for is like a day flower, and one is a night flower, which attracts lots and lots of moths. So these are actually great pollinator flowers. Lots of these actually. Oh, and I forgot one, a geum, which is such one of the most prettiest flowers, I think.
I love
This one's also quite pink, and most of them are more of an apricot color, but yeah. So I put them in a little vase, and yeah.
That's a really nice selection. Yeah, what I might do is in a moment is just go and grab a little vase and some water just so they don't start to go
Yes, please do.
do that. And also maybe wash my hands as well. Might go into a moment when we've started. But yeah, so there we go. That's really exciting. I actually feel like, oh God, I want to draw all of your things now.
Yeah,
'Cause-
we can yeah, if you take some snaps, some pictures of yours, I already did, so we can swap them if you want.
Yes, yes, yeah, that'd be amazing. Because the GM's lovely. And yeah, and the poppies I've seen the orange ones. We've got some of the yellow ones in the garden actually. But they're really interesting. I didn't know they were called Californian poppies. So that's really nice. I like that.
Mm.
Okay. What I'm going to do is just quickly check the comments. Hi Michelle.
From
Uh,
Utah, yes.
yeah. Oh, you've never seen chive flowers. Yeah, they really are stunning because I suppose it depends. I guess it depends. I think when you buy them, if you were to buy them in the supermarket,
You never have the
they
flowers, but they're
don't.
so yummy. So
So are they like oniony? Do they taste?
yes, yes, they are. So I put them into salads, just because they flower a lot. So and they sort of self seed really quickly. So yeah, you can afford to
Mm.
use some of the flowers to put them in your salad.
Gorgeous. Okay. Well, I love having chives in my salad, so I would definitely do that. And then Camilla, hello from Northern Vermont. Hello.
Oh, lovely.
Mm. Okay, fantastic. If anyone's got any questions as we go through, then just pop them in the chat.
Yeah.
We'll hi. So what we'll do is we will move on to our desk view.
Yeah, let's do the awkward part of
The
two
awkward bit.
cameras. So let's go for it.
And
How does this work? Okay, so this is my lovely ceiling.
the-
And now I'm going to change my camera. Yes, there I am. Okay,
Yay.
good.
My trick is like, how do I do it without? Because I get really worried about accidentally turning my phone off or something as I'm putting it on my
Yeah.
holder. But yeah, I think I might be okay. Or like dropping the
Oh,
phone or something. I feel like one day I'll make a better setup. But yeah, hopefully you can see that okay.
I'm also
Yeah.
quite scared that the whole thing will just fall apart
Oh my God,
once I'm
yeah.
just like relaxed drawing.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
exactly what you mean. I'm gonna
pencil.
have just okay. But yeah, your setup looks really lovely. I love the green background. It's so nice.
That's my desk. I have a green desk.
Oh, you have a green desk.
Yes.
It's not
I
like a
just I
green piece of.
decided it just needs to be green. So yeah, and I keep it quite clean somehow, which is amazing. Only a few yeah, like paint
Yeah.
spots.
So is it paint? Have you painted it? As in you painted it with like a
No, I bought it in a green color. Yeah, I was lazy.
oh, good. Everything should be green. I feel like all clothing, all paint, all
Yeah.
all car colors, just everything. Right. I'm just going to try and organize my desk so it looks
Yeah.
up. Just making sure you can see what's going on. Okay. I feel like this.
I am going to use a new sketchbook today,
Oh,
an art creation,
nice.
because I actually wanted to start in another sketchbook, which is this one, a Stillman and Byrne, and it's called Premium Sketchbook from
Oh,
the Beta series or something. But this looks like such a lovely sketchbook with like very thick paper. It's like beautiful paper. So I'm quite scared actually to start. Yeah, I've had it for a while now, and yeah, I think I'll postpone starting in this sketch
okay.
once again, and just go for like an easier one, which I feel like sketchbooks should be a place where you can mess things up and make ugly
Yeah,
drawings if needed,
yeah,
or yeah. So then
I
it doesn't
agree.
matter if things go wrong. And I always work in larger sketchbooks, like really large sketchbooks. So today I thought I'd go smaller. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a bit small, so I've got my Pith Cara Cara,
Yeah, that's a lovely one.
which I really like, and I think I've never really been too concerned about the piths and using them up.
No, they're actually quite lovely, but for some reason they don't feel like that intimidating.
No,
And the Stillman and Byrne does, so I'm not sure
yeah,
what that is.
yeah, it's interesting because it's not like they're not an inexpensive, they're not like, they're not a really high level, cost. They're not the most expensive like sketchbooks you can get, but they're not the cheapest. So it's interesting because I just don't, I think because they feel quite, not utilitarian. I'm trying to think what the word is. They feel very, um, just like a workbook. It just doesn't feel like you're breaking open something that's really precious. Like, it sounds really, I'm not sure if I'm describing it very well, but because it feels like it's something that's to be used rather than
Yeah,
be kept on a shelf looking pretty, if that makes
yeah. I'm starting, but my pencil is like the it's breaking.
Oh no! Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you my new sharpener in a moment,
Ooh,
which I'm really
yes,
excited.
please.
I'm just going to go and get a little pot for some water because I don't want I don't want my flowers to wilt. So,
yeah, I'll just start in the meantime. Not sure what I'm doing, but we'll see. The nice thing of this way of working is that you can see your object from like really up close, and you can sort of match your pencils. Hi, Teresa. Christiane says, I'm always scared of starting new sketchbooks with beautiful paper. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's just when the paper is just too nice, it's too big of a, yeah, it's just too daunting. And I have the same problem when starting larger pieces. I sort of needed to be like a tiny bit crappy. then, then I just feel much freer in whatever I'm creating, you know.
Right, I'm just popping my bits in here. I've got a little vase, which is actually my pencil pots because I couldn't find a big enough vase. Like it needed to be like a medium-sized vase, and I couldn't find it. So, I'm just using my little pencil pot instead.
If it works.
It works. It works.
Yeah.
It's fine. So I'm just going to pop these bits in here, just so they don't get wilted. Yeah, I think I might start with. Oh, I don't know what to start with. It's quite tricky.
Just start with the one that speaks to you most, that you think is the prettiest.
Well, do you know what? I might go for the day. Maybe I'll go for the dandelion rather. Okay, I'll do that.
Oh yeah, that one is so pretty.
I mean, I've not actually drawn a dandelion that is just like the seeds. I've only ever drawn it when it's been in flower. So this will be interesting. I didn't have any that were in flower, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is probably the kind of thing you need to do on like a different colored background, as in like a toned background.
That would be really nice, yeah.
But yeah, maybe not right now, but I will. Maybe I'll tackle that another time. It's just so delicate. I feel like I want to get a magnifying glass and just look at all the pieces and just see, I've got those like little helicopters. It's so cute. Right, okay, let's start. See what I could do. Yeah, I'm going to show you my pencil sharpener quickly, actually. Yeah, this is my new pencil sharpener, which Marie Louise, see if she's on here, I'm not sure. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, it's a long tip. So it's a pencil sharpener where you can make a really long point on it, which is a completely new thing for me. I've never had a sharpener like that before. Which are probably most people are like, yeah, that's just an all pencil sharpener. But it's like this is a really novel thing for me because when you have to keep sharpening the pencils because you can only get a small amount of lead sharp.
That's what. Well, apparently I have crappy pencil sharpeners, and I have about 10 of them. So
okay, well maybe you need one of these.
Yes, I think I do.
Yeah, but I just don't know how I've never seen this before. So, it doesn't look particularly special because it's kind of plastic and stuff. But so you so you start off with here. It has little numbers, and it tells you to start with number 1 because that's going to trim the wood, and then so you can see. Hopefully, you can see it's kind of making it a much longer point already. And then you do it again with number 2, and then it starts sharpening the lead with a very squeaky sound. But it does make a difference, and I feel like it's nice because it means you've got more to work with, and you can do those lovely flat. When you put it down flat on your page on like a horizontal, and you can do things like that. So I'm really excited. It might be just one of those novelty things that I'm like, oh, it's not that great. It wasn't really that expensive. It was only about £4 or £5, I think. But that was from a London art shop, so you could probably get it somewhere elsewhere a bit cheaper. But I thought that was quite good. And also, I like that it collects all of the shavings.
Yeah, I have these. I have all kinds of pencil sharpeners with like a container.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, I think I've had this for about 10 years now, so it's probably completely dull. And
Whoa.
I
Oh, you
need
mean,
to
uh,
sharpen it or put new blades in there or something. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I never do that. I don't remember
No.
the blade. Yeah, which, it makes sense, doesn't it, really, to do that?
Yeah, yeah, I think you're supposed to
Yeah.
sort of yeah, put new ones in, but then I never do. So
Sue has asked if it's made in Germany. Good question. Um, hmm. Just checking the back. I don't. God, I think I need. Yes, it is made in Germany, and it's from. So there's a website called pencilsharpener.com. Nice and obvious, that one.
that's
So,
yeah.
yeah,
We can remember that. That's good.
it is. Yeah. So Teresa said, "Is it good for the Derwent pencils?" I don't know, actually. Oh, the Derwent. Oh, sorry. Do you mean the Coloursoft or any brand of Derwent? I've got the. I mean, I've only sharpened two pencils. The Caran d'Ache Luminance is the second one. The first one I think was like a Holbein pencil. I think I can find it. Not sure if I've got it in here. But I've got the Derwent Coloursoft. So yeah, possibly maybe if this pencil is really soft, like the lead is really soft, maybe it's not as good. We'll find this out now in real time. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think, yeah. I mean, I know it depends sometimes what pencil you get, but sometimes the lead can be a bit soft and brittle. Look at that. It does a really funny little kind of corkscrewy thing on the end. I don't know if you can see that properly. Um, I don't know why I find that so funny. Okay. And I think, I've got a bit of a problem there. So yeah, I think the answer is it seems okay. And I think it maybe depends on what what your lead is like. So if your lead is a bit brittle, it might um it might not work as well, but or too soft.
Yeah. Jay says, I've had bad luck with color pencils in a long point sharpener because the wax is generally more brittle than graphite.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Well, there we go. Maybe there just is no perfect sharp. Maybe,
Yeah, that might just be
yeah,
the whole thing. Yeah, could be.
yeah. But thankfully it wasn't too expensive. Some of those like metal sharpeners you can get,
Yeah, some of them are very expensive.
yeah,
And there are also like these electric ones, which I'm
yeah.
always very afraid of because they make lots of noise.
I know. I think that might
I'm
annoy
scared of them.
me. Yeah, I think I just like the crunchy noise that a um,
Yeah.
traditional one makes. I don't know. I quite like it. Is it a ASMR? Now, my son and my husband are about to walk through the door because my son's come home from school. So there may be a tiny bit of background noise, but
That's
hopefully,
okay.
hopefully they won't be too noisy.
I'm just every time I go live, I'm just hoping that my cat won't like scream or break something or you know.
Yeah, yeah. Has that happened? Does that happen sometimes?
Well, he does scratch things a lot.
Okay.
So, to just get attention and well,
Oh,
he basically hopes I will feed him like constantly. So,
okay.
yeah, that's not going to happen, of course. So he is sometimes very, very, yeah, grumpy.
What does he just yowl if he gets a bit like that? Is he
Yeah,
just
he's very vocal. So
uh,
he sort of wails and complains and all these things. So, yeah,
he sounds like a bit of a diva.
he is. Definitely, definitely.
Now yeah, I'm trying to think about the palette I might use for this. It's a tricky one because it's kind of like this really pale to the dandelion seeds. Obviously, like they're kind of white, but they're not white. They're kind of a greyish color. but it's finding something that's going to work.
Yeah, but using the pastels is a very good idea. I think it's
Well,
for the softness
yeah,
of the
yeah, I guess so.
what's it called? It's not a flower anymore, is it? So
No,
it's like the seed
yeah,
pod
seed pod.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know.
Oh, hang on, is this the one? Oh, this is the one I sharpened, Holbein. So this actually has stayed quite nicely, and it's sharpened really well. I was quite proud of that. Um,
So I did invite people to sort of do their own color hunt and join
mm,
us. Are there people who are doing the same at the moment, or are you just all like relaxing and watching us to basically do all the work? Well, that's okay if that's the case. No worries.
they are sometimes. I do find other people's live streams sometimes really nice to just have in the back.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's actually going a bit better than I thought it was going to, so that's good. Um, mm. So, what have been your favourite? What's been your favourite kind of spring moment, or flowers, or whether it's wildlife or any particular thing that you always look forward to in spring? Um,
Yeah, well, I always look forward to everything sort of like the start of spring where
yeah.
everything sort of pops up. But my favorite moment so far it was also um also not really my favorite moment because I think I put it in your club chat this week that I opened the curtains in the morning on a Saturday really early because my kid was we had to go to my kid's swimming diploma thing.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we were up really early and I opened the curtains and looked down because I heard lots of noise and I heard lots of magpies making like a
Oh,
racket and um they sound like a rattle basically. So I was like, what is going on here?
is it like a warning call, like a call, like their warning call?
Yeah, it sounded like they were trying to scare something away.
Huh?
But then I looked down and there was I think I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but we call it just simply a hawk.
Huh?
I think in English you call it a goshawk or something.
A goshawk or a sparrowhawk?
A goshawk, I think.
Oh, wow.
And it had caught one of the magpies and it was, having breakfast, which
Nice.
was pretty
Hmm.
yeah, it
You
was
didn't,
like
yeah, because I think when the picture you showed, it was kind of like, you can, by the way, if anyone is kind of interested and isn't too squeamish, you can go and have a
yeah,
look.
it's a bit graphic. So
It's not too bad. No,
sorry
it's
for
not.
that.
No, it's not too bad. There was a little bit of what I would refer to as like innards, and then there
Yeah,
wasn't much blood. To be fair, they're quite clean because I feel like when the birds of prey, when they get something, they eat the whole thing's gone.
yeah.
There's not really much
Yeah, I
left.
was surprised by
There.
that. Like
Yeah,
there was nothing, no. You would think that they would not eat like the beak or the feet,
yeah.
but nothing was left. Only feathers, which
No,
was pretty sad, of course. But
yeah,
so I felt really bad for the magpie and
absolutely.
for its friends. But then, yeah, it was quite an unusual sight. Um,
An unusual start for the day.
Yeah, I've never seen one, and definitely not in my neighbor's garden.
Oh,
They apparently they live in yes they live in cities more and more, or they visit them. And they probably I think this one is probably um I think they live in the dunes somewhere because they apparently make their nest up in a very high pine tree. So that could be in the
ah,
dunes, which is quite close here.
the dunes. So
Yeah,
what's the dunes? Is that like a type, just an area of where you live, or do you mean dunes as in like sand dunes?
yeah, actual dune, yeah,
Oh,
sand
oh,
dunes. Because the Netherlands is below sea level, most of
huh?
it. uh, somewhere in history we decided that we were good with living below sea level and sort of have pumped lots of water away, which created land. But then, of
Uh,
course, you constantly have to make sure that yeah, the water doesn't come back.
no.
So we are
There's a
lucky
lot
to
of
have dunes, but also we call them dikes. I'm not sure if it's the
yes,
same word
like
in
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
to keep the water yeah, from coming into well inwards basically. Um,
Oh, interesting. Do you know,
and I live very close to the dunes, and it's such a beautiful place. It's like a nature reserve as well.
oh, wow.
So I'm guessing the hawk is living somewhere
Okay.
um, in the woods there.
Yeah. But they've just got some there's obviously a lot of, opportunities for prey where
Yeah,
they think, "Well, hang on, there's some stuff here. I can just,
yeah.
I can just go out down here and have a lovely bit of, easy breakfast."
Yeah, exactly. And I live next to a cemetery, which is quite quiet, and it
Mm.
has lots of trees and lots of birds. So apparently, it's the perfect place for breakfast.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're real they can be real wildlife, havens,
Yeah, apparently so.
churchyards, yeah. Amazing. It's not something that we see very much. I've witnessed it once where there was a real commotion going on in almost it was in the skies, so I could hear, um it just sounded like there was a what do you call it? A cacophony of birds
Hmm.
and not songs, sorry, calls. And it was just like, "What is that? What is going on? It's really strange."
Yeah, it's like,
And
what are
then
they?
yeah, what are they up to? And then looked out and there were just birds all filling the sky. And then, we kind of looked out the back door, out the back into the garden, and then again, it was all out the back. And then we saw, walked kinda down and then saw, a sparrowhawk that had taken what
Okay.
was it? I think it was a crow. It was or a jackdaw.
Oh,
It was
okay. That's
it
quite a
was
big
interesting.
prey.
Yes, it was. It was quite large, and I think remember being quite shocked and being, "Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's enormous." Um, and then when it saw us, it does this thing where it kind of spreads its wings over it because it wants to kind of prevent it from getting away and other things from getting to it. So it kind of was like protective thing of spreading its wings over the top of it. But also then it kind of like picked it up and was flying across because it
Mm.
was getting spooked by the other birds and us probably because we were looking at it and it probably thought, oh, I need to get somewhere where I can eat this in peace. Um, and then it was just flying off over to the gardens. And then eventually we saw it in the garden next, couple of doors down, and we were able to then kind of see from a distance, um, it basically having its meal, and it was, it was both kind of gruesome but also just
Yeah.
fascinating, in equal measures, yeah. So that was I mean, I have seen a sparrowhawk in the garden since it was really brief. They don't come in the garden very often, but it just landed on the rose arbor just outside my studio, and it was just one of those things. I was just sitting on the desk, and I just glanced up, and I was like, "That's not a pigeon.
Yeah.
Not a pigeon. That's something." Because normally the pigeons are on there. And then it just looked at me and then just flew off, and then it kind of did a little oh, no, it sat there for a moment, then looked and then glanced at me and then just went off. But it doesn't happen often, but it's such a lovely I mean, I find it amazing, um, to see. Uh, very lucky to be able to see that moment and witness that.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and obviously not so good for the crow, but to be fair, I mean, there's a lot of crows. We get so many magpies now. We never used to get as many magpies as we do. I don't know if you have that. Um,
Well, there have always been lots of magpies here, and we
oh,
also have jays, lots of Eurasian jays.
I've
Um,
never seen a jay, and I've always
really?
wanted to.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
one of my favorite birds.
beautiful.
I've
Yeah.
seen a few. I think a week and a half ago, I saw 5 of them in one tree actually, because I think there was well, it's spring, of course. So I think there was
Mm,
one female and four males who were, and she was like, and this is not going to happen. So she was
yeah.
sort of inching away from them. It's like, oh, no, no,
Go
definitely
away,
not.
go
Hopping
away.
to another branch and just like, please
Yeah.
go away now. And they were like, no, yeah, this is,
We want
yeah,
to be your friend.
hi.
Your special
So,
friends. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. No, it's on my list of birds that I would, very much want to see.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, they are around. It's just they're not I think overly common here. I think it might just be habitat, situation. Um,
Could be, yeah. I'm not sure what the perfect habitat for
no,
a jay is, actually.
no, no. I feel like I need to find that out. How are you getting on? Oh, you're on to the second one. You're on to your poppy.
Yeah, not sure
Nice.
what I'm doing, but
I'm
just,
trying. Yeah,
powering through.
I'm still working on my little tiny seeds of the dandelion. I'm trying to now do a bit of a close up of one of the seeds, but it's quite difficult because it's so small
But it
and
does look really, like, poofy, and I think the
yeah,
pastel is perfect. Yeah, it looks
yeah. I
beautiful,
think it's
really
yeah,
soft.
it's definitely yeah, a bit of pastel and a little bit of pencil just to kind of pick out some little bits of detail. But I think it would be good to do this on a toned paper background next time.
Yes, that would be
Maybe
lovely.
yeah, so that would be good.
So how do you because I love, pastel, but
Mm,
I'm also afraid of it because
mm,
it's, like, powdery and,
yeah. Yeah.
it makes such a mess, and I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
do you know, I had the same thing because I'm not somebody that tends to work with like quite messy materials. Like it's something I don't really like it. So I've
Yeah, some people are like they really would like to get their fingers into
yeah,
it, and yeah, and
yeah.
I'm so envious of those people because
Well,
there are much more options than if you are okay
yeah.
with that.
Yeah, and now I've always been a bit like in between, so I don't mind there being a bit of a mess, but I tend to like tidy it up after. I don't like leaving things out too
Mm.
much. I don't mind having a few. I'll get like the moment my studio is a bit messy. It's not perfect, but I tend to like having some clear desk space. I think it's a head is like helps my head a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yes,
that clarity,
I
and I
have
have
the
to
same.
clean. The desk has to be kind of clean-ish, as much as it can be. Yeah, I couldn't if I had I'm not very good at leaving lots too much like paint unused. I'm okay, like I'm better than I used to be, but I always used to have to clean everything and make sure everything was all, but actually now I just think, well, I might reuse some of that paint, so I don't want to clean everything. Um, but yeah, do you know what? I use it in such minimal ways. I think because I don't cover the page in pastel.
Mm.
Um,
So it's not much, not
no,
too
no.
much dust,
No,
basically.
I think because I use it really minimally and I just
Mm.
have my little tiny bits of tissue and this is how I apply it. And you could do the same if you had like cotton buds, you know,
Yeah.
Q-tip things. If you did that, you could so I tend to just almost um use my bit of pastel. Whole these are quite obviously quite chunky. These are the unison ones, they're quite chunky.
Yeah.
And I just get a little bit on the end of um my bit of tissue and then I put it down and then I kind of work into it. So the dust is quite minimal because I'm
Mm.
packing it into the paper and I'm
Okay.
almost like catching it at the same time, if that makes
Yeah. And you could
um
also use like a tool like this, like from the soft. From this is from Pan Pastel. I'm not
oh
sure how
yeah.
you pronounce that,
Yeah.
but I use this for neocolors and like watercolor pencils, and then I really like to smooth it out once I've applied water to it. But yeah, I can totally see that you could use this for
Mm,
um, pastels as well.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
not too
Y
precise, probably, but
well, I
maybe the
yeah.
ones with they do have one that has like a tip, a pointed tip that
Yes,
might work.
yes, that is true. Um, yeah, pointer's tip, you could use you can get the little I was just looking for them, but I don't think I have brought any in, but paper stubs.
Oh, yeah.
Little paper stubs, they're really good. You can use them. So because I tend to use them in little smudgy, minimal ways. I don't. Yeah, so I would never. well, I haven't done. I may do it at one point in the future if I get brave enough, but basically use the whole pastel and lay it down really thickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to use it more like delicate bits of blocking and drawing, but it's all very smudgy. So I think that's how it works well for me. And because I always have a tissue, because I'm always applying it with a tissue, I can just wipe it off and I can just brush it
Mm.
on the desk. So that is, if you're somebody that struggles with that dust, that's something you could too, like, approach it more in that minimal.
Yeah.
That would be my recommendation. And using things like, yeah, the paper stubs, the applicators, really helps with that. I've just got somebody, oh, Sue. Hi, Sue.
Yeah. Sue was
Um,
asking
you
a
put something over
question.
your sketches? Yes. Yes and no. It depends. If it's just a bit of a quick sketch in my sketchbook and I'm not too worried about it, I will just not always bother putting a piece of paper in between. But if it's something I want to keep nice and I'm like, well, actually, that's quite good. I don't want to, or if I've applied quite a lot of pastel, I will put a piece of newsprint. Like I have a big ream of newsprint and I just cut pieces out and I just lay that. Or you can use like tracing paper as well. That's something you can use, which actually my friend Marie Louise reminded me of recently, 'cause she had a whole load of these bits of tracing paper that she'd pre-cut, and we went to London. We met up in London and did some sketching, and she gave me some, and I thought, yes, that's such a great idea because it just prevents that rub off and smudging. So tracing paper, or newsprint or something lightweight that you can pop in the middle. I don't really use sprays very much. I don't really, only when I know that I've really got to fix it. If it's like a final thing that I'm producing, I then need to fix it. Then I will. But I don't like using sprays. I don't know, unless I really, really have to. I don't know how you feel about those types of
Oh
things.
yeah, they smell.
They smell and they're just,
Yeah.
ugh, yeah, they're not, it's not great. But sometimes, yeah, these things are a bit of a necessity. So yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah, right. I've done that dandelion. I'm going to just write something
Oh, it's
and
gorgeous.
then
I love it. Can you
uh,
hold it up
I
so
can.
we can see it a bit more?
Yeah,
Because it looks really detailed. It's
yeah.
beautiful.
It's amazing what you can do with very little, I think, with the pastels
Yeah.
particularly. So yeah, and I've done a couple of little tiny little
Oh,
beads. And
oh,
I'm just
so
gonna,
nice.
oh, thank you. I'm just gonna make a little note and then I can
Love it.
uh, uh yeah, but it's been so lovely to draw because I don't really feel like I'm drawn enough. Do you ever feel like that? You're just never drawing enough? Like,
Oh, I have so many plans
yeah.
and there's so much to do, so little time,
I
basically.
know. It's crazy, isn't it? Really crazy.
Yeah.
Um But yeah, I feel like I know that there are some people who are really good at, in the morning before anything happens. I know I'm talking about Shah Hamill. And I know
Oh, yes. She's
other
so
people are
quick as
great.
well.
She's so
Like the
speedy.
prettiest things, and it's like bam, and it's on the paper, and yeah, it's
Done.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and that's a morning thing. It's a bit like, I suppose, if you had like morning exercise, it's like do it
Yeah.
in the morning and then that's it. You've done your drawing for the day. And that makes a lot of sense, but I'm yet to get to that point. Yet to
I'm the
get
same. I'm just like in the morning, I'm like, I really have to slowly wake up. And I'm actually more of a person who is active around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then that's the moment when my kid is home. She is now watching TV because I have a live. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, George is the same. He's listening to something on his headphones as well, bless him. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Not
try.
the best parenting, but yeah,
No,
sometimes.
to be fair, my husband is in the house, so he can entertain him if he wishes.
Yeah,
But to be fair, he's
I don't have any, my husband or my partner is, um, he is home at around 7 o'clock or
oh,
maybe
man.
7:30 every day. So
Oh,
he's he has to, um, commute, to work, or he takes the car because the train doesn't go there, and it's at least an hour
Wow.
to his work and back as well. So he has like at least 2 hours of traveling a day. So
A
he
day?
yeah,
God,
so he's
a
up at
lot.
6 in the morning, and then uh, he's back at around 7 o'clock, or later if traffic is
Wow.
horrible. So yeah, I have to. I'm the complete entertainment when it comes to my kid, and so
Does she have any particular type of genre? who it is who wrote them, but they were like when I was growing up. Um, those that book
Oh, I
series.
found it. Yeah.
Is it Jill?
Jill Murphy.
Jill
Yeah.
Murphy. That's it. And did she illustrate?
Oh,
Well, I think she might have illustrated the books as well.
could be.
Yeah. So those books are great, and they're quite old books, so it's quite possible they've
Mm.
translated. They were really really popular, and there was a whole children's TV series as well from in the UK. But I reckon you can probably get those and watch those. So that they were really good. I used to love coming home and
Oh,
watching.
are you still there? You're back. Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I got a
Oh.
call from my partner. So maybe
Ah.
that made the whole thing freeze. I'm not sure. I'm going to send
Ah.
him a short message telling him that I am not I'm busy, okay?
Busy. Yeah, we're drawing
Yeah.
flowers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what I can write here. Dandelion. Um, uh,
So as your favorite spring moment so far?
oh my goodness. What has been my favorite? I think, do you know what? The dandelions have been really good. I think I'm just like learning more about, and also learning a bit more about bees, and just being a bit more,
Okay.
I say learning more. My memory is so terrible to the point where obviously I'm just so scatterbrained. I think it might be my age. I don't know. I'm blaming my age, and it's just like, um, you know, brain fog and things like that. So,
Oh, well, pregnant brain sort of lingers, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, it's never going to be over. But
no,
have you seen the that's on my list as well, on I think it's on Disney Plus. It's like a Secret Life of Bees or
yeah.
something.
Oh my
Have you
God,
seen
yes.
it?
It's it's something. Oh God, I literally shared that in a post, and I've just forgotten what it's called. It's like my beautiful something. Is
Okay,
it?
yeah,
Is it a documentary series with a man who basically films bees in his garden?
yeah,
Yes, I have. I literally just put it into a post, and I have my brain.
okay.
I've just forgotten already, so I'm going to look that up. But yes, there was.
Oh, no, The Secret Life of Bees is actually a book, sorry.
Oh, maybe that is something.
Which
Okay,
is a lovely book, by the way.
maybe that's something
Um,
else I need to yeah, I need to have a little look. Yeah, okay, that's another thing from my list. There's so in the replay post from last night's session, we were like sketching some like basically spring photo references, and just chatting about, what our favorite things were about spring. And yeah, and I did mention that, and I'm just going to look at, oh yeah, that's it. My Garden of 1,000 Bees.
okay.
But it's like a fairly newish BBC documentary, um, about
Then
a
we might
man.
be talking about something different.
Well, I
I'll look
don't
it up.
know. Well, do you know what? Maybe it's quite a new documentary. So, but yeah, it was really fascinating. He was like a proper bee nerd, and I just loved it. And, like, he dedicated so much time to documenting the life of all these bees in his garden,
Yeah.
and all these little dramas that would play out between them. It was just
Mm,
fascinating. So if you can find that and watch it, I highly recommend
okay.
it.
This
Um,
one is called Secrets of the Bees, which is
oh,
mm, it's a Disney documentary.
oh no, I don't think I've heard of that one or I've seen it.
But I haven't seen it. It's on my watch list at the moment.
Mm.
I Every night I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch something nice, and then my cat is like a sort of a gravity blanket, or what's it called, like weighted blanket. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I just fall asleep
Oh my
basically.
God, of course. I mean, I fall asleep. I'm the same even without a cat on my lap.
Yeah, probably I'm the same, but I blame it all on the cat. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think bees and dandelions have been like a couple of just favorite
Mm.
things, and just I think just that real simple, kind of quite humble thing, and how important they are to like pollinators, and
Yes.
it's just lovely. I love that. I find that really just that the simplicity of them, and just the joy of seeing like the dandelion change. Obviously, from the flower to the seed and that transformation. It's just all of those things. I also recently went to an exhibition at one of my new favorite places, Compton Verney.
Okay.
Which is it's like an old it's like a kind of it was like a stately home, but then it's turned over into a like an art center,
Okay.
and they
That
have
sounds nice.
oh my god, it's so good. They have just such great exhibitions, and it's really inclusive, and they just have so many different things on. But they had this one it was like a one day. It was from on like May, basically. I think it was it on May? I think it was on May Day. I'm gonna just bring it up now. Um, Dandelion, and it was when you see those puppets where people are like inside the puppets and they're walking around, and it's like almost like life size.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically that.
Oh, wow.
Dandelion Man.
Sounds really nice.
It was quite surreal because it was because you know that there's a person in it, and you know and but somehow it's like because he's in this puppet, and it's like, he's not acting maybe like just a regular person, like he's doing these quite big exaggerated movements. And because he's larger than life, you just forget that it's a person in a in a costume. And even like, so the children would just, it was basically called the Walk of the Dandelion. And then went round the grounds and kind of interacted with people, did different things. And children were like following him like he was a Pied Piper, like we're absolutely
Oh, wow.
entranced.
That
And
sounds
even
so
the
nice.
grown-ups as well. You just kind of get almost like you fall into some sort of like spell. It's really interesting. If you've ever seen like those types of like huge puppets, it's just strange, but it was so beautiful because because it all kind of linked in with the Walk of the Dandelion, with this art kind of experience event. And then I came across this thing called the Dandelion Project. I say this thing is like basically a charity, like a worldwide charity. um, and that was on, I don't know if you know of this podcast, but it's called Why We Care.
No.
And the lady who does this podcast, she is on Substack. I'm going to try and find her details and share. So it was like, I was really loving the dandelions in the garden. The bees were loving it. I was really appreciating it. Oh yeah, and then also I was drawing a dandelion for uh for this charity art auction. And it was like everything was just dandelions. It was like,
Yeah.
and some of
Sounds
it
so
was
lovely.
just, yeah, it was really like, it just was some of it was quite random. Some of it was me seeking out things, and other times it was just, it was just happening where everything was about dandelions that I was doing, like visiting, listening to. It just had that same recurring theme. And and you feel like, it's like the universe speaking to me. What's happening? What's this about? It was
Yeah.
that industry. It was really strange. And I still feel like now maybe I need to like write about it or something, because it was really, yeah, there was so much by the way, dandelions. So yeah, definitely dandelions are like, and bees.
Sounds so lovely. Someone is asking, are you using any particular kind of color pencils brand wise? I'm not sure who the question is for. For me, I am using this paint palette, which I've just filled with colors. I made a new palette basically. And these are all gouache. So, and you can see they're a bit cracked, but I'm not worried because I can just re-wet them and then they'll be fine. So I'm using this, and I am using colored pencils, but there are all kinds of different brands. This is a Polychromos from Faber-Castell,
Mm.
and this is a Holbein. So I'm using all kinds of different ones. This is one of my favorites, by the way, Derwent Drawing Chinese White, which goes over almost anything.
Ooh.
Yeah. Love this one. And actually, I think I've said this in another live before, but the Derwent Drawing ones, the set has 3 kinds of white. A Chinese white, which is like a white, and then it has a oyster, which is this one. Yes. Oh no, this is a light frost, but it's also in Derwent Drawing, which is a bit um more on the pink side, and this one is an Arctic, which is on the blue side. You probably can't see it here, the difference between the two, but there is a difference, and I'm particular with these kinds of things, so I love it.
Oh, amazing. Okay. This is
Someone else will probably think, "What are you talking about?
no,
White is
that's
white," but
interesting. No, it's not. No, it really isn't. You're absolutely right. And it's really interesting to know that that goes over everything, like you say.
yeah, the
Um,
Derwent Drawing pencils, they are really good actually,
mm,
to sit on other media.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to, I'm just bringing up, what am I using? Excuse me. Pencils.
Pastels.
I'm using some pastels. I'm using pastel pencils. I'm using Faber-Castell Pit Pastel pencils. They're quite nice.
Okay.
I am using Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. And I've got a Holbein here as well. So I'm probably more of a favourite. I tend to prefer like a slightly softer pencil that I can blend and layer. I do the luminance is great, but then once it's down, like you can't do anything with that. So
Mm.
that's more of a
So you prefer a pastel pencil then?
kind of do, or just a soft
Okay.
pencil normally.
And which brand do you prefer with
You know
the
what?
pastel pencils?
Well, the only one I actually use are the Faber Castells
Okay.
Pit pastels. I have got some older pastel pencils, but I can't remember what brand they are. But no, I tend to use these. I don't have a lot. I kind of mix. I'm quite mixed media. I think I just mix things up. I just mix stuff up as and when I need to. So I'm definitely not a purist with like who I use and the
No,
type.
it's the same with
Yeah,
me. If it's the right color, then it's the right
that's
color.
it. It's going down. It's going on the
Yeah.
page. Absolutely. Yeah.
Color is more important than brand.
Yeah, very much. And because just the quality, I think. But I would say that I really like the Derwent, like Colour Soft. I really like, which other ones have I been using lately? I did get some different ones lately. What have I got? Yeah, the Derwent. Like if I want I've got these Caran d'Ache Pablos, but I don't use them as much.
Oh, I love these.
Yeah,
But
the
they, or are they the water color
Pablos.
ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not using them in the way that maybe they're supposed to be used. I'm just I think I might have just been a bit attracted to the color or something. But yeah, the Derwent Colour Soft I tend to use a lot at the moment, and I quite and the Holbein.
Okay.
Because they're nice, they're just good colors. They've got some really good colors. Um,
Definitely.
and oh, thank you very much, Lenore. A link to different symbolic meanings of dandelions and
Ooh.
oh, thanks. Amazing. Thank you. Um, and I've just got the details about um, uh, so this is the lady that runs the podcast called Why We Care. So she interviews different people who are working kind of exploring like nature and ecology and all kinds of different things.
Okay. That sounds
And
really good.
yeah, her name is it's pronounced Tiffen, but it's she's French. Um, I think she's French. Yeah, so Tiffen. So it's Tiphane, Marie. Tiffen Marie, and she has the podcast Why We Care, and I really recommend
Okay.
it. It is a beautiful podcast to listen to. It's very hopeful. Yeah, I like it a lot. Right.
Well, a bit of hope. Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
need a
good.
bit of hope. So I've just put my dandelion in there. Um, I'm doing a lot of chatting. I'm not doing much drawing, but I'm going to do a tiny bit more. I feel like you've really kind of you've done a lot,
I'm
and I've
just
got half.
plowing on. It's just like I'm not sure what I'm
um,
doing. I'm
oh,
also
that's
not
lovely.
really. I mean, this is actually I'm using like a patina color, like a turquoise, which is definitely not the color of the stem, but I'm choosing the color because I like it, and I think
right.
I feel it needs this. So if someone is like, "Why are you doing this?" That's because
Oh, I think that's okay.
it feels good. It feels like a good decision,
Yeah.
basically.
Sometimes that's really all you need, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I'm just going to see if there's uh, any more questions at the moment. Dandelion in C's. I've probably said that slightly wrong. Yeah. Well, I think this has worked actually really well, considering
Yeah.
how chaotic it was slightly for me at the beginning. And I'm really sorry for anyone who joined at the time that I said, or joined at the correct time, and we weren't there, because it was basically my fault. Because time differences, I still can't always get my head around.
Well, same with me.
That
So
you're an hour
I
ahead.
don't blame you. Basically, it's hard,
Oh my god.
and well,
Crazy.
lots of
Anyway,
people manage to join. So
yeah. So that's good. That's good.
yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, and I managed to do a little bit of drawing, which is just always absolutely wonderful. I'm going away tomorrow. I've got to head off soon. I've got to start packing to go
Yes,
away.
I have to go and make
Um,
dinner.
and yes, of course, do use that call. But yeah, this has been so nice. And what I want to do is I've left a little bit of space here. I will do a little bit, like make a few little notes about dandelions just in this little gap just below. I'm going to bring this up a bit closer so that you can maybe see. Um, let's see if we can see. There we go. See what's going on there. Ah, nice. Okay, so there we go. So that's my dandelion. I mean, ideally, I would have maybe done something on the other page, but I was doing too much chat.
Yeah, it's hard to do
Not
both.
enough
Yeah.
color. And also just getting really interested in looking things up, which is great. I'm quite good at going off on these little tangents, and uh, doing research is something I love. So what I'm going to do in a moment, I'm going to come back and I'm just going to show my face. Did you want to
Yeah,
do you
I'll
need
do the same.
moment? And
Let's
yeah,
see how that works. So let's go back to my ceiling then. Yeah. Huh. Here we are again.
right, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Sorry.
No worries.
Coming back. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my phone. Uh, there we go. I'm back.
There
So
you are.
I had to put my charger in. I just realised my phone was about to die. Oh, that would have been terrible. There we go. I'm just going to move my little thing out the way. Fabulous. Did you want to hold up yours? So I'd love to see it a little
Oh
bit
yeah.
more detail. Oh, that's so gorgeous.
I think this one needs a tiny bit more work, but yeah,
Beautiful.
it's been
So
fun.
you got your GMs in there.
Yeah, and the poppy and the geraniums.
It's so nice. The composition, you're so great with composition. It's just wonderful.
Oh, I just turned the paper. It's like, oh, there's a spot here. So
Oh,
it's
it's
this is
lovely.
completely accidental, basically.
Oh, amazing. It's just that the way you woven things in is fabulous. Mine's very minimal. I've got lots of little insects kind of along. I think because I've brought things inside from.
I I had an ant walking
You got
along. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I've had a little.
not sure where it is now, but
Oh no, yeah. I'm going to try and find a little spider. There you go. So
it's
very.
beautiful. So powdery, and you really captured like the
Fluffy. Oh,
softness.
that's good.
It's cute. Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna just make a few little notes on there. And then that's another little page of my sketchbook, which is lovely. I wonder if anyone sketched along, and it would be lovely if anyone wants to, when I share the replay in the chat, and I guess you'll do the same, if you
Yes, I
would
will.
like to share what if they've been drawing
Oh yeah, that would
along,
be
that would be
lovely.
so nice. That would be really nice. So the replay will be out. I hope I'll it'll probably be tonight so that I can get it done before I go away. Yeah, yeah, amazing. And I guess you've got to go and cook dinner.
Yes. I'm not sure where my kid is now, so I'll have to go see what she's up to,
Oh my
and
god,
the cat.
and the
So,
cat. My
yeah,
god, together.
for
Is it going to
dinner.
be a disaster? No, it won't be a disaster.
Well,
It'll be fine. Thank you so much.
yes, thanks everyone for
For yeah,
watching.
for watching. Is there anything you wanted to mention before we head off? Like anything that you've got coming up?
Well, next month is summer workshop month at our club, so I'm going to do 4 workshops, and people can vote for 2 of them. So you can see me work overhead, and I'll give all kinds of tips and you can paint along with me. So that's
Oh,
yeah, I'm excited
lovely.
about that. And you?
Oh, well, I'm pausing the
Oh
Netherlands.
yes, I read it. Yeah.
Oh, I know, I'm pausing. So just so I can do some writing, and I've got some in-person workshops that I'm organising and other things. So yeah, it's going to be really weird. Not, but yeah, there'll be. I'll be connecting with people in different ways. So I'll do live stream. I'll be kind of like hanging out on Substack, being weird and going, "Hello, everyone, remember me?" So it will be that kind of thing, which is going to be quite funny. But yeah, it's going to be really strange. But apart from that, we have got our end of the season kind of gathering. So it's called our show and share, and it's where we come together and we bring kind of things that we've been working on, things that we're really proud of, or
Oh, that's so
we want to
lovely.
share. And it's really nice because we just get to sit and chat a bit like if you're in just a little kind of artist studio, and it's really, really cozy. There's only 6 spots, so and it's for members. So if you did want to come along, then it's a good opportunity
Be
because you
quick
also
to sign
get
up.
yeah, sign up, and then because you get the two months as well. Because while I'm paused,
Oh
you get
yeah,
those 2 months, and
that's
then you
great.
can hunt through the archives, watch the videos and do various, watch the replays and things like that. So, yeah. What I was going to show you, one last thing I was going to show you because I didn't get a chance to show you, was I painted a little egg, and I don't know if you've gotten any advice because I've painted it. And have you ever painted eggs before?
Yes, but it's really difficult.
Yes, it's really difficult.
It's
Oh my god, it took me days, it took me ages. But now I feel like I need to like seal it. Do you know what I mean? And so,
okay.
yeah,
What kind
so
of paint did you use? Oh, it's
I did,
pretty.
I used ink, Roher and Kleiner ink.
Mhm,
And I thought that would work quite well because I know it's not like it's quite a permanent ink.
mhm.
So I did that, and then there's a little poem I wrote. It was on the back, not my poem.
Oh,
I don't really write poems, but I managed to write it. It took so long, but I
that's
really
difficult to write on an egg.
God, it was so hard. I used a pen. I used a dip pen. It worked okay,
Okay.
much easier than a brush. But I need to seal it with something, and I'm like, I don't know whether you. I thought of all the people, I thought you might have done this before, and I
Oh
thought, do
dear.
I dip it in something, and then do I? How do I do it when? Because you've kind of got to hold it while sealing.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
not going to work. Yeah, I
Spray it or dip it in, and then I don't know. Anyway, I wasn't. I thought you might have had some sort of like.
well, I have this sort of you probably also have it in England, but we have when it's Easter, we have you can buy them for like €1 almost everywhere. They are like these egg sort of holders. It has like 2 yeah, it's not yeah, it's like it holds the egg between 2. Well, they're like very small actually.
Is it like a
I will
pad?
I will send you a picture of the
Yeah.
of the
Is it
of
like
the thing.
pads? Is it like a pad on both sides that holds it, or is it
Yes,
strong?
that's what it is. Yes, and you can sort of
Ah,
screw it a bit tighter, and if you do it
oh
too tight, then your egg breaks, by the way.
my god.
Because
Oh,
you're supposed to do it with an actual chicken egg, which you have punctured and, emptied out. But, yeah, I would use something like that because then then you don't have to hold it yourself, but then you have the ends, of course, both ends that you need to seal later as well.
okay.
Um,
So I
but
suppose once the middle bit's dry, I can then
yeah, you can then do the top
do this.
and bottom bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the material to use, I'm not sure what kind of material you should use.
Uh,
Whenever I've done it, I've used acrylic paint and just left it that way.
okay. Okay. Well, actually, I mean, maybe it will be okay then. Maybe I was just thought maybe I'd need. Yeah, maybe I don't need to seal it because it's the waterproof like
Yeah.
ink, and then I've used white acrylic base on the back. Like
Okay. Well, then it might just be
maybe
okay.
it'll be okay. Okay. All right. I thought I'd just ask you because it's a good opportunity as we're at the end of spring, and I wanted to do something with it before I put it away. Like I wanted to I might put in some sort of little display or something.
Yeah. It's
Anyway,
really.
yeah, so if I do 1 egg a year, like, then I'll have a whole collection by the time I'm, what, like, 50? It took so
So
long.
that's good. I didn't do any this year, so you're
Oh,
already ahead of me.
crazy. Every evening I was sitting there doing a little bit more. But, yeah, okay, thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Thank
I'll
you as
look at
well.
those little holders and see if that would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, lovely to draw with you and really excited
Definitely.
for I'll be coming, I'm sure I'll be coming along to some of your workshops because,
Yes. Please do.
I'll need to get a
You
fit.
can vote. So
Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Amazing. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining, who's joined and asked questions. The replay will be obviously out this
yeah.
evening. So if you wanted to, if you've only just joined and you wanted to catch up with the rest of it, it will be out later.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Take care,
Thanks so much.
Pauline.
You too, and a
Yeah.
happy trip.
Oh, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.